Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Rana Salsabila.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Mister.
Okay, so you will be the last contender of the thesis defense. Yeah, I hope you gonna notice how we are going to do it. Starting with giving the explanation of your complete thesis. I'm the one that can share your PowerPoint presentations, and then after that one, you're going to have the Q&A phase. Okay, Rana.
Oke,
Okay, come
Mister.
on. Time is yours, please.
Sorry, Mister. For the screen sharing. Oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable for the examiners, Mr. Dr. Sofian Hadi, Master Education. The Honorable my thesis advisor, Ms. Zaitun, um, Master Education. Um, Thank you for give me this opportunity um, to present my research thesis with the title "Utilizing YouTube in Enhancing Student Skill of Speaking." Next, sir. Chapter 1. Chapter 1 including the background of the study, limitation of the background of study, identification of the problem, limitation of the problem of the study, objective of the study, and significance of the study. In the process of English teaching and learning at schools, that most of the students face difficulties to learn speaking. The problems are caused by several factors. The student have low motivation in studying English. Their mindset that English is scary subject, and their low self-confidence to use the language, including very limited English knowledge. In Indonesia, English stat as one of compulsory subject tough, starting from the level of junior high school, referring to 2013 Curriculum of National Education, or we call K13. The aim of English subject in junior high school are to improve student communication competence, both in oral and written forms. Therefore, the teacher of 7th grade are required to find effective ways, method, or strategic or media to teach this productive skill. Based on these findings, this research is trying to propose a global use social media, for example, YouTube, to be investigated as teaching and learning media for English speaking class. YouTube being one of the most widely used website worldwide might be utilized in English for learners to increase their speaking ability. So, how did the use of YouTube enhance speaking skill of 7th grade students? This research was conducted to finding out and presenting the use of YouTube in enhancing 7th grade students' speaking skill. Beside the results of this research are also expected to give prior knowledge for another future researchers, and also will bring advantage for the students to get benefits from YouTube, which can give more opportunity to improve their speaking skill. Chapter 2. Next slide, sir. 2. Okay. Chapter 2. There are many different types of media that may be utilized in the teaching and learning process. one of which is YouTube video. YouTube facilitate the learners to easily access and gather information. Furthermore, teachers may utilize video to teach and learn in English class, and it promotes participation among students, which supports social pedagogy. According to EFAM 2014, social media is an internet-based technology type that facilitates people to create and share their online contents, providing knowledge exchange, collaboration. So, assumes that the most important ability to improve is speaking abilities. Based on Sulastyaningsih, Raja and Huzair in 2016, gave his best definition of speaking as someone's ability to expressing himself in any situation, in reporting even precisely, and conveying good sequence of ideas. It considered with some component of speaking, including pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, fluency, and comprehension. Next, okay. Chapter 2. YouTube is without a doubt the most popular online video uploaded for language learning. It may be used in blended learning to replace the teacher's spoken input and make the class more engaged. Teaching strategy for using YouTube video in the classroom. Active viewing the video, it means keep students' attention to focus on the video. And the second, prediction and first framing by hitting the pause button the video. And then viewing in silence. And the last activity, and the fourth, activity with sound on and eyesight off. And the last, role playing and repetition. For several previous studies prove that using YouTube was effective to improve students' speaking skill. So this research proposed YouTube utilization in teaching speaking in order to enhance 7th grader speaking skill. This picture describe the frameworks of this research. From theories, prior researchers, then research question, and then research objective, hypothesis, data collection, data analysis, findings, and conclusion. Alternative hypothesis. Student speaking skill is enhanced after utilizing YouTube in learning. And null hypothesis, student speaking skill is not enhanced after utilizing YouTube in learning. Where hypotheses of the study were decided to be accepted and rejected based the findings of student speaking skill test before and after the experiment. Next, sir, chapter 3. Okay, this research was conducted on March until May 2000. In this year, at Junior High School 21 Pamulang. For method of the study, mixed method research, the combination qualitative and quantitative research approach. For the mixed method research, pre-test and post-test group of students to do the experiments, then percentage of student average score for the quantitative data and describe the results further descriptively. Independent operational definition of variables. There are independent variable and dependent variable. Independent variable, it means YouTube, is referred as an independent variable in which measure its effect on enhancing the skill of students speaking. Dependent variable, it means student speaking skill is presumed to depend on variation in the independent variable. Dependent variable in which we prove whether or not it was affected by the use of YouTube to teach the skill. And population and sample. The population, 357 students, all classes of 7th grade, but only selecting one class, 7, 8, with the total student 40. Okay. And for the instrument of the research, okay, langsung next mister, the techniques for collecting data. No. Technique for collecting data. Yeah. For technique for collecting the data, pretest in first meeting was given before the treatment. I asked students to make a short video with duration 2 until 5 minutes, then send the video by WhatsApp. The video about describing animals using simple present tense. And the next treatment was conducted for the six meetings. I explained about simple present tense that relate to describing animal while teaching, learning at classroom, and also invite the student to watch several videos from YouTube. And for the post-test in last meeting or meeting 8, after me gave treatment to the students, I asked them to make short video describing animals with using simple present tense, with duration 2 until 5 minutes. Then gave them feedback and comments also. Technique for analyzing the data. The data were analyzed both quantitatively and descriptively. Student pretest and post-test results were tabulated in table, and each student's score was converted to the table of scoring interval to determine their qualification. Chapter 4, findings and interpretation. Okay. This is the Kabel data for the findings my research thesis. Okay, the sample of this research was students of class 7, 8. There were totally 40 students, but only 32 of them who participated in this research study completely. Based on this data, for the pretest, these initial findings were used by me as a basic information that in general, the students were still lack of speaking proficiency. And the post-test clearly seen that the students made good improvement in their speaking skill. And also I share the student speaking achievement in percentage. For the last, conclusion and suggestion. For the conclusion, this research was aimed to prove whether or not the utilization of YouTube videos enhance student skill of speaking. This objective answer by comparing the student speaking achievement in the pre-test to this in the post-test. So this finding conclude that using YouTube video in speaking class significantly enhanced speaking skill of 7th graders of junior high school 21 Pamulang. I suggested that further research can involve more participants with various grades as the research subject to get wider perception. Okay, I think it's enough, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rana Salsabila. My first question, where are you exactly? Wow, I'm looking at your... What was that? It seems like you were not in a proper situation, I guess. Yeah, you're not ready to join this thesis defense. Where are you now? What happened with your
At
background?
home.
Look,
My background?
yeah, it seems like you were not in your home, or where is it? Where are you now?
I'm at home, but my home
Hmm?
agak berisik ya, Mister.
Okay. Okay. My first questions. Yeah. YouTube. Since you're using YouTube, do you have any YouTube channel with you, Rana Salsabila?
YouTube channel.
Do you have any YouTube channel with you?
Yes, I have.
Okay, since you're using YouTube as the what is it, media that you use to enhance student skill of speaking, yeah, you gotta prove it also with yourself, yeah, by owning maybe one channel, one YouTube channel that you can use to use for these students, yeah. Okay, now let's go with your first chapter. Okay, the first chapter here you're mentioning background of the study, limitation of the problem, significance of the study. My questions, what will be the difference between reading, yeah, and then explaining? Rana?
Between apa, sorry, sir? Sorry?
Reading and explaining.
Reading.
Yeah, reading and explaining.
Explaining. Reading, we read the text from the text or the book. But for explaining, we know the point or get the point, so we can explain to other person. Yes, I guess. But reading, we only read from the textbooks. But for explaining, we get the point without read the text or the book.
Okay, my dear, so that's what you did earlier. It is not explaining, but you read all the things, starting with your background of the study till the last one. What I need you to do, for example, background of the study here, what is it your main background? Mention it only one. Identification of the problem also, you already wrote several kind of problem identification. Try to explain that one. Don't just read all the details of it. Okay, Rana?
Okay.
Okay, and then for your second chapter, it will be the same. Theories prior researchers, yeah, and then the description of the theories consists of several theories. What will be the theories that you're gonna use? You are not mentioning the theories here. Huh? Which one of the theories?
Honestly, I've already explained for the conclusion from many theories that I have in chapter 2.
Okay, so for the second
From my literary
chapters,
review.
yeah, from the second chapter, I guess I already told you when you have your last consultation, right? The theories that you use, it's support your research, right? You're going to mention several kind of theories. If it is from YouTube, you're going to mention first it is YouTube. And then if it is what kind of skill here that you're going to, it is a speaking skill, so you're going to discuss also about the speaking. Yeah? And then you're mentioning also about the theoretical framework, blah 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 blah. And then for the second chapter, you're mentioning here research question, research objective till the last one. What is it? The list of this one. your chapter 2 focus only on the description of the theories that you use to support your finding. Okay, Rana?
Okay, Mister. Okay.
Okay, next one. Let's go with your third chapter. Look at the third chapter of yours here. Time and place. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay, this will be the details of it. The third chapter of thesis consists of how that you're going to conduct this research, starting with the planning and then implementing, yeah, and then how that you're going to analyze the finding till you're going to make the conclusion of it. We can see it from the third chapter. Okay, but you're only mentioning this one: time and place, method of the study, operational definition of variable, population and sample, and technique for analyzing the data. What I need you to do, chapter 3 consists of research methodology, right? Research methodology here is how that you're going to complete to finish this research. Okay, Rana?
Okay, Mister.
That's enough, I guess, for your third chapter. Now let's go with your fourth chapter. Okay, finding and interpretations. Okay, your finding here is based on the pre-test and post-test score and student speaking achievement in percentage. Maybe you can give more, elaborations, more detailed, specific one about the student speaking achievement here, and then relate it with the pre and then post testing. Okay, so while we looking at the pre-test, here we have moderate, for example, here 17 students, and then post-test here is increased to 18 students. Yeah, so we have one student as the additional for the post-testing. And the next one, if we try to have a look at the last one here, lower than 69, it is 13 students. Yeah, and then that the remark here is bad. But look at this one, the total of the student here, it is only one. Yeah, that got the remarks or the score here that you can call it is bad one. Okay, Rana, Salsabila?
Yeah, Mister.
Okay, I know that you're confused, but you're gonna come up with this one for the revision with me. Bring your complete thesis, and we will discuss more about how that you're going to elaborate, how that you're going to explain your fourth chapter of your thesis. Okay. Okay, and then for the conclusion and suggestion, look at all two beautiful pictures. That will be my focus. Okay, for the conclusions, since your focus here is about the YouTube thing, and then I do love YouTube. Yeah, I want you to please making a real conclusion. Come on. Try to make a new conclusion, please, based on utilizing YouTube in enhancing student skill of speaking, student speaking skill. Come on, Rana.
Okay. Based on my experience, to research this. To do this research. YouTube, the effective method, the effective media to teach students, and the effect of YouTube, enhance speaking ability their students. Yes, I've got it after my experience, service and experience.
Okay, Rana, I guess that's enough for your thesis defense. One more thing. Next, when you're going to have a quiz or when you're going to have the examination or any kind of talks with you, I hope you're going to listen to what the examiner taught you to do. Because on a previous video about the thesis defense preparation, I taught you to, first of all, you're going to use a proper kind of outfit you are going to use a proper kind of gadget with you, a strong kind of internet connections, a proper one, not looking at like you're using your smartphone, and then I can even see your university jacket with you, yeah, and then you come late in, you should be the first contender, but now you was the last contender joining this thesis defense. Okay, Rana, we'll talk more when you come to my office. Okay, Rana?
Okay, Mister.
Okay, that's all. Let's close this thesis defense here. We're reciting Hamdalah. Yeah? Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. And then I hope you're going to pass for this thesis defense based on your performance while answering all of the questions. Ya, the last. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Rana.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Mister.
Yeah.